Alrighty, glide versus no glide. Does it really matter? Honestly, don't know, but we're about to find out. What is up, YouTube? Alrighty, we are back and we got two new discs, not in the bag. I just wanted to test these out to see how they compare to each other, but we got some 1-speeds. We got the Berg with the nice Not Perfect stamp on it, which is honestly pretty clean. And then we also got this Evolution Spore. I think these are soft, so they tend to flex a little bit. So I don't know how that's gonna kind of hold up in this heat, because we honestly wanted to pick out almost the perfect day to throw this, because I don't think any other time we'll be able to throw the Spore. But we got a nice little soft breeze, and we're just gonna be comparing these today. We're gonna play in the Mackenzie short to short layout, and yeah, we're just gonna see what we can score out here. So we got hole 1, par 3, 180 feet, and here we go. If the Spore lands face up, then the Spore got to the box. If it lands face down, then the Berg got to the box. So let's see. So the Spore is up first, and honestly, I got these already a couple shots in, and glide is real. It doesn't matter how far you throw it, because I threw these about almost the same distance or the same amount of power, and the Spore actually went a little bit farther. So let's just see if it makes it easier to get up this hill right here. Alrighty, the only hard part with the Spore will probably be putting, because whenever you have a disc with a lot of glide, you typically want to putt nose up, and I have not been able to do that yet. Put that one a little bit higher. Oh snap. Okay, already we could tell that the glide is probably necessary if we're gonna throw with that nose up. Alright, we got a big putt for the Berg, but probably the Spore is probably the one that's probably the most parked. I think no glide means that I could put this at the basket and it shouldn't go past it. I don't think I trust that, honestly, because there's a drop off back there. But we'll get this a nice soft little floaty bid. Probably won't get all the way up there. It'll probably be a nice little layup though. All right, if it hit that tree and just sat down behind the basket, we're totally fine with that. And I'm already gonna go ahead and call this out before we start getting too ahead of ourselves. But probably gonna be using the word glide a lot today, so just letting y'all know as a heads up, we're gonna be saying that word a lot, so y'all get used to saying it. I should probably just take like a little second to remember not to use it as much. Oh, buddy. That's not how you saw it the video. Well, at least the Berg is like right underneath the basket. The only problem is that this is a crazy uphill, but the Spore's up first. This is to save the 3. Ah, not good, not good. But we got the Berg right here. At least one of these could be even. There we go. You mind if I move out of the way real quick? My disc is in the lie. Thank y'all. You know what I think it is about some of these reviews on certain discs is that I watch too many YouTube videos on each one of these discs. So from now on, I'm just gonna start throwing these like how I normally would, and then we'll adjust from there, from what we think the disc is doing. So right here, we don't have no T sign on this hole, but it's pretty much just right there in between the little pole and the trees, and the Berg took the box. Ah, we left it short. Dang it. I gotta remember what disc is in my hand. I threw that like I was throwing the Spore. All right, Spore time. Hopefully it's underneath the basket. Oh, that thing is a little beefy too. All right, those aren't parked. Definitely a little test or big testers. Who knows, maybe we can make one of them. I probably put myself in the worst spot with the Berg. Maybe just be a 3 again, but we're gonna give this one like a little soft Anheuser floater with the forehand. Oh, hit that please. Oh, dang, we sent that way past it. So the Spore is actually up. It is out a little bit more. See what this thing could do. Put it normally, Isaac. Stop being so finicky with it. Ah, it was on line just a little bit higher. We'll adjust here in a little bit. Lock in just for these 2 putts, man, and we'll figure out the rest. Ah, too much hyzer. Don't know what it is about putting these on so much hyzer, but that's what we're doing right now. There it is. So this should actually tie it up going into the 3rd hole. All right, now we're on a hole that I can actually see what these are truly made of. We got hole 3, par 3, 367 feet. And honestly, I'm just gonna put some power on behind these, see if I can get there. The Sport took the box. But also in the comment section down below, do y'all carry any like catch type disc or like frisbee type disc inside y'all bags? Or do y'all even carry the Berg? Cause honestly don't see if I need a, I honestly don't know if I need a need for any of these, but I just thought it'd be a cool video, you know, to do, throwing these types of discs. Why is that thing so stable though? I think that's like the real surprising factor of this, is that that Sport is stable. All right, I know that the Berg can be a little bit stable. Let's see if we can put this on like a nice little flex line. I know I need to get it up, but probably not that high. Woo! I'm not turning any of these bad boys over. Man, with the way I'm throwing these backhand, this might turn into just a forehand only round. If I can't figure out something, I'm going into the next pad, going into the next hole. Here we go. Ah, hit a tree and go left, please. I didn't say go right, but it'll be all right. All right, this is a catch frisbee. Play catch with the basket one time. Here we go. Nice little fan grip. Throw it right at the basket. Should go in. Ah, nice line. Good distance. Oh, this is probably like right at 30. So we won't jump it. Just put it higher than the basket. Should go in. Ah, not if you just baby it like that. We'll pick the pace up though here in a little bit, but these are both parked, so we'll just go to the next hole. Hole 4, par 3, 329 feet. I don't know if I believe it. It's probably like 300 exactly. Sport still got the box, man. Not great, but it still does. Currently sitting at 1 over with the Sport and 2 over with the Berg. I'm gonna switch up my form a little bit. It's something I've been working on just the tiniest bit. So I yank one of these into this first tree on the right. Video might end right there. Dang, that thing is real stable. But that's good though. So now I know that if I put it on some turn, it's probably just gonna hold it the entire way. So that's nice to do. Nice to know at least that that's what that's gonna do. Oh, I need that to get down, please. All right, like I said, I'm still working on the form a little bit. I was gonna use it. I didn't want to use it to start the video, but now I know that we're going completely left on what we used to do. We just might as well just try the new thing, adjust from there, and then just pick out what we need to fix. A long jumper, not honestly worried about going past it because I don't think the Berg can do that. So what we're gonna do is just give this a nice hefty bid, leave it a little bit higher on some flex, and see if we can just not get it down there. Oh, like I said, we couldn't go too far past it, but definitely scared it a little bit. Isn't it a good thing that I'm not signing up for like no glitch world champions anytime soon? Because if anything, I'll probably be in trouble. If the Sport is anything like the glitch, then yeah, it won't be a good sight for me. Ah, you gotta get it up. That'd have been. Now we're at hole 5, par 3, 198 feet, and you guessed it, Sport still up first. Honestly, we're gonna throw this one on just a tiny bit of turn, see how much it can actually fly straight, or if it just goes immediately to its back, or if maybe we get a nice little flex line, which that'd be kind of crazy thinking about putting a 159 Sport on a flex line, but can happen. Oh dang. So perfectly straight, not quite the dumping fade, but as soon as I put it on the flex line, it kind of got out of it the slightest bit and just flew pretty much straight. So at least we know what the line is now with the Sport. Okay, so the Berg just holds it a lot more. Does not go anywhere near as far. All right, glide actually does matter. All right. I'm a believer now. All right, going forward, I'm gonna be popping the Berg like my normal putt, probably just a little bit higher. And then with the Sport, we'll probably just give it more of the spinny putt. So just so I'm not confusing putts and misses at the exact same time. That might work, not too sure yet. Ah! Now this is gonna be my attempt at getting good at spin putting. Not really a big spin putter. Let's just see what it's gonna do though. Okay, it worked with the Sport. Stayed up a little bit higher, so probably need to aim a little bit lower, but it's in. So Comfortable 2-shot lead for the Sport now. On hole 6, par 3, 294 feet to the short, and we're actually on the long pad because the short pad's a little bit gimmicky. Just I could easily just jump putt it up there. So we're actually gonna give ourselves like a little bit challenged by playing from the long pad. Plenty of ace opportunities out here, but I think I wasted my luck for this month with that one. But we're still gonna throw this one nice. All right, just please sit, please. Cool. Got another putt. Now we actually gotta throw the berg. Didn't think I needed to actually throw it, but at least now we know that I actually gotta throw this thing. Yep. Still short. Golly. I'm just afraid of it going past the basket, but this thing is not going anywhere, bruh. Sport and berg are probably about the same distance. The berg might be out just a little bit, so we're gonna go with it first. Come on, just get it up. If you get it up, it goes in the basket. That fade. Whew, that thing has some bite to it. Yeah, I might be in some danger, but not enough to where I want to move y'all. But again, spin putt again with the Sport. That just works. I know I'm not switching my putt to a spin putt. It just works here. All right, I know that this putting display with the berg is probably not the best, but the only thing is that we will be doing all right if I wasn't putting on so much hyzer. I just gotta remember that. Probably put the disc at like more of an anhyzer angle before I come down, and then get my normal putt and let it come out on that natural anhyzer. We've just been too relaxed with it, so we gotta mature it up a little bit. Okay, this thing is a little bit stable, so I need to start it off right. I actually ripped that one, so it's probably going long. Yep, kind of knew that was gonna come, because I mean I did kind of rip that one nice and hard. All right, ripped it. Let's see, what is it gonna do? Come on, stop rolling. Underneath the basket. We'll take that all day. Now this is honestly gonna be kind of big, because this is for the Sport to not lose one shot to the berg. And no, it's not me at all. I have no control over this, because typically my disc and my bag fly perfect. It just likes the basket now. Don't know what it is. It just has no signs of slowing down, no matter what the berg does. Now we're at hole 8. Really don't know how far this is. Probably, I would say, a little bit less than 200 feet. Sport did not want to let go of the box. We're gonna see if we can just finesse this in there. I need honestly something just to kind of hold over, but these will probably just stay straight. But if we get basket height, this should be good. Oh, not unless you just rip it into the tree. All right, this is a chance for the berg to actually do something. Oh, not like that though. It's still up there. We'll have an open look, but terrible, terrible. If it makes it, if this could get up there, get basket height, and go in for some reason, this thing might go straight into the bag. Oh, I thought honestly that had a chance. All right, I'm gonna tell myself before I get up here, but I gotta remember, anhyzer, anhyzer, anhyzer. Still hyzer. Can't get that out of the head. Alrighty, on the tee of hole 9, par 3. Short is 209 feet, and I'm honestly just gonna put these off to the right. I'm gonna soft them quite a bit, and then just see if we get any fade left, because that's where the basket is. That's the line right there that you want. Oh, stopped a little bit short. That's it right there. Oh, we hit the tree that's just right behind the basket. That's parked though. Now this will be a tricky one right here. Not really. We could just shuttle it. I was gonna make it a little bit harder than I needed to. Dead center. Really awkward footing, not really my normal putting style, but easy does it. Like I said, we were just probably feet away from acing. Pretty sure we hit this little stump right here and just dove right back left, but this thing is parked. Hole 10, par 3, 176 feet. And honestly, I'm probably just gonna give y'all the full round of this, just because I don't know when the next time will be whenever we actually throw these discs. They will be thrown quite a bit from now until the next time I see them, but I'm only gonna just take these out to like shorter courses, or if I just wanna have fun on a round, these will probably come out. But other than that, if I'm playing normal rounds, these probably won't even go inside the bag. See, that's the good thing about the Spore, is that I could barely throw it and it still can get some distance. With the Berg, honestly, I think I'm just gonna forehand this. Maybe in the basket. No, but it is parked. I can tell I'm very inexperienced at playing disc battles with 2 discs because I already lost track of score. I'll probably keep up here in a little bit, but we gotta make these first. Oh, no foot faults here, man. Impeccable balance, impeccable. So after calculating it, I put down, or in my mind, I have the Spore at 4 under and then the Berg at 1 under. So there's a 3-shot difference. And if I keep playing the way I'm playing, the Spore probably wins this outright, but you never know with bad kicks and bad breaks. A little tight. Ooh, this could be the chance for the Berg. That one's still up there for a putt, but it'll probably be a little bit obstructed. Oh, that's tight as well. But it got further straight. 2 testers that we're gonna have to make some putts, but somebody could walk out here with a huge lead or a lead decreased a little bit. Alrighty, this is where the Spore probably needs to start playing some match play with the Berg. Let's just see how it flies out of the hand. Oh, now it's a chance for the Berg. Big Berg right here. Ooh, good catch by the basket. Thought we left it a little bit short, but it is what it is. Hole 12, par 3, 332 feet. And honestly, I could see this one being a push hole just for the fact that it is that far with the low ceiling. If I actually wanted to get down there, I'd have to throw something a little bit higher to actually get down there. And I don't think these have enough glide. No glide, not enough glide to actually push me down there. I actually got that to turn a little bit. Ooh, we got a long bit if we want to get that one. Thing is beefy still, but it still could get down there. Oh, we got 2 pretty decent putts. Short lines, but I'm pretty sure we threw anything at this hole, like a mid or like a fairway, we're probably either getting right to the basket or probably going long. As you can see, the Berg right here and then the Spore right there. So, and I threw them about relatively about the same. It's just the Berg had just a tiny bit more flip up than the Spore, but you could tell it kind of went just a little bit farther. Come on, buddy. Everybody says that you have no glide, so prove that right here. If I give you basket height, you better not go far. Now this one I do have to be careful with because we can 4-putt this, and that's not in my DNA. Actually it is. Done it plenty of times, so it's one more. Or maybe we don't 4-putt and we just 1-putt. Okay, Spore. Woo, that thing is nice. What the heck? Now this is the only one I'm having problems with. Don't know what it is about it. Did we just spin putt this too? That's the real question I gotta ask myself. Maybe. Still came out a little bit left side, but in is in. Hole 13, par 3. The short is 300 feet exactly. And we're gonna go 2 fun lines here, both through this upper gap, the first level. We're gonna take the Spore and put it on like a nice little flex so that way it could just kind of hover over there. And then with the Berg, I think we're just gonna forehand flip it over to the left side. See if we cannot just get it to crash in left. Or we just throw it over everything. It held over quite a bit. Oh, dang, that's way long. All right, no funny business. Straight forehand. Oh, dang, yeah. All that stuff about no glide, I believe it right there. That barely only went like 100 feet. On the rest of these putts, we're gonna abandon everything we've worked on, practice on, everything. We're spin putting the rest of the day. Oh man, one thing about premium plastic is I see why people don't putt with it. Way too slick. Probably equivalent to a 15-footer with the Spore. Tailwind kind of dropped it a little bit. A nervy one right here with the Berg. Spore is good though. No, I went out of order, but it's all right. caught the nub, kicked right, in is in. We'll take that all day. Hole 14, par 3, 222 feet. Sport time, baby. It's a white one just tucked in left behind those trees over there. It's looking good. Alright, we found a little gap. It actually leads right into the basket, so good thing we didn't hit no trees and we kind of got through there. The berg is gonna have to take a little bit more juice to actually get down there. Thing is stable, baby. That should be an easy look into the basket. We just still got to make it. Probably good. I would say probably got a good 20 footer with the berg. Big kappa lot right here. Capping like that boy NLE Choppa. We got probably a good 10, maybe 15 footer right here with the berg. In, and then Sport is parked right here. And on hole 15, par 3, 255 feet. And the big thing here is just honestly not throwing it too far. Because if we throw it too far, there is a drop off behind the basket. So we're probably gonna play like a little stall play with the Sport. See if we just get it. Oh boy, don't pull it way too right. I'm sorry if I blocked that whole shot. It was not worth y'all seeing it. God dang it, man. Two terrible shots. I don't know how I do that. Honestly, I do know how I do that. It was like an overcorrection of the last one, plus everything else. Just terrible. All right, so this was the first one I just saw, so I didn't want to walk to the Sport and then have to walk all the way back over here. So we're just gonna put this one, even though it might be closer. But honestly, we're just gonna lay up here. Yeah, nice simple layup. Can't make any mistakes here. All right, let's just see if the Sport actually got what it takes. We don't have a big of a drop off as we did with the berg, so we could honestly probably give this one just a tiny bit more juice and let the glide just kind of take over from there. A little bit too deep, put on too much hyzer. Kind of trusted the wind a little bit too much. Next time we'll just put it right at the basket. No progress made, no progress lost right here. Hey, for y'all that are watching, y'all just learn from my mistakes, man. Don't say anything before y'all, do what y'all have to do. Hole 16, par 3, 264 feet. And honestly, we're just gonna try to highlight both of these features on both of these discs, which y'all know the Sport, super glidey, really lightweight, easy distance. So what I'm gonna do is just stand still it, put it off a little bit on some anhyzer to the left side, and let's just see if we actually reach the island right here. Nice, easy, soft landing, please. All right, sailed past the basket, did not throw that hard at all. So really simple, really easy disc. And this one, what we're gonna do, throw it flat off to the right side. We're gonna actually give it just a little bit of run up, but we're just gonna see if it can actually fall out of the sky. So yeah, there it is right there. Not gonna go too far. Yeah, pretty much just highlights both of these. I probably threw the berg a little bit harder, especially with the run up. So for it to actually get the straight flight and to get down to the ground pretty quickly, as you saw with the Sport, no run up necessary, barely softed it, just left it enough room to actually glide towards the basket, and it just went sailing past it. I was just thinking this in my head, but it's crazy just the amount of difference, one singular number or one single mold could have on just its crazy flight. Because like I said, I did barely through the Sport and it still was able to get past the basket. And so does that. We're probably gonna 4-putt here, but that's the ins and outs of being a spin putter. Y'all want me to show the glide of the Sport, so this is it at its finest. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and tap out the berg because I have a feeling that we're gonna be here for a while. That's enough messing around with the spin putt. Go to normal Isaac. Normal Isaac will clean this up for us. There he is. Alrighty, on hole 17. Don't know how this is gonna go, but what we are gonna do is forehand both of these. Two different lines. I think with the Sport, we're just gonna go low, with it on some hyzer. See if we just clear it on the left side. And then with the berg, we're just gonna go on the right side. So we can just not get it to hold over the entire way. Oh, I just didn't turn it. At least it's not gonna go too far. Yeah, that'll work with the Spore. I mean, y'all know we're good spin putters. I mean, whatever happened on the last hole does not matter. The actual funny part about this though is that we can actually do the same thing that we did on the last hole with the Berg. Oh my goodness, this premium plastic just isn't for me, man. The only thing is that the Berg has been like that all day. I think the Spore is getting like that with all the dirt that's getting on it. But I mean, it still doesn't feel bad with it. See, the Spore is good. It's just, oh, I don't know what that bug is. Oh, it's just a tiny, what are all these little baby grasshoppers, man? So scare me though. On hole 18, par 3. This is probably the shortest hole on this course. It's only 168 feet, and the Spore got the box back. That's never gonna be an ace run. If they got even with the basket, it won't be a long putt. It'll be pretty decent though. There we go. 160 feet, no problem. Berg right underneath the basket. Alrighty, now y'all are in danger because it is the last hole and y'all have already seen it happen once, but I have a good feeling about this one. Well, I'm going to just tap out the Berg. We're gonna be here, we got a couple more shots of the Spore. I feel it. Alright, we're just gonna use the Berg as our mini so we don't foot fault or anything. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just channel in, you know, normal Isaac. Oh, not even he can get the job done. Well, terrible for the Spore, but it's all in good well. Sometimes whenever you're just doing the spin putt, what the spin putt does, sometimes you'll take 5, sometimes you'll take 6, but I just saw this whole video. You'll make some long putts. Alrighty, so I had to let my phone just cool down just a little bit because it was getting a little bit hot. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the end of this video. Honestly, these are just 2 fun discs that would not be going into the bag, but they would be fun just to have like laying around. Like if I want to get better at, oh snap, we got a whole bunch of mosquitoes out here. If I want to get better at like some touch shots, then I'll probably take the Spore. Honestly, the Spore will probably be the disc I use the most. Not in the bag, just going out and playing like quick little casual rounds at some of the smaller parks, or even if I just go later down sometime down the road and do like a Spore only round, or even like a Spore versus Glitch or any of the other ones that MVP has in their lineup. The Berg is a 1-of-1 disc. I could see the benefit of it, of having the disc. It's just not for me. I don't really necessarily think I need discs like this with like both of these honestly inside the bag. They'll be good for like other people. It's just that like having the touch shots with the Spore, I think if I'm playing good the entire time, I don't want to have to constantly rely on something where I have to kind of softly throw it every single time. Probably like my P Model S, where I have to throw it a certain amount of power just to actually get it to flip up, fly however I want to. And I just want to be able to be able to keep that natural arm motion without me having to just constantly think about something like, oh, is this gonna go too far, or is it gonna, you know, not fade enough? So that's probably why the Spore won't be inside the bag. The Berg, it won't go inside the bag because I constantly have to throw it just a little bit harder. And like again, this is just the balance of both of them, as y'all saw here, where sometimes I'll soft the Spore, I'll feel like I need to soft the Berg, and that's just something that I can't really get out of my mind, because after I just throw something back to back, I feel like I have to repeat that kind of motion the same way. So I think these two would just be bad for my mental game, honestly, inside my bag. But fun disc nonetheless, fun video honestly. Don't know what we ended up at, but I'm pretty sure the Spore won. So yeah, shout out Discmania for making the Spore. And if y'all want just a fun round or a fun disc that I could just take to any course, not long courses, but any like pitch and putt course, I would honestly recommend the Spore over the Berg. Even though if you are a bomber, probably get the Berg, but if you're just a finessey guy, or even if you just like discs that fly far, the Spore is definitely your move. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down anything that you want to comment down. Share the video, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.